No, I believe you. I mean, I don't know what it looks like to be inside a back room of McDonald's. And they're really bad.
All right. We have a show because I got to get to a bottle release at noon.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So,
Hello.
for now,
All right, there we go.
it is, but I want to make sure that we have enough time because we have a very exciting discussion this afternoon, or I guess this morning. We have a big announcement to announce today.
Oh, no, yeah,
How about
there
that
we
one?
go. Yeah, sure.
Hey, we're streaming live. Yay.
Yeah, I got to get Mixler is being an asshole right now.
Do you want me to watch?
Chat, please. That would
Yeah.
be perfect.
Okay.
What?
Slap it around a bit.
Doing it.
That was more like a tap. He said slap.
That did not work.
That sounded painful.
No, that just sounds like we're clapping in our hands.
We are against people's faces.
Everybody, clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands.
No,
What are you singing, Carlos?
I
have no idea.
I thought you were doing the Cupid shuffle where it's like, everybody clap your hands.
No, I don't even know what that is.
What about the hokey pokey?
You have to know that song.
Okay,
Because if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
I don't know how that works.
How does the pokey
Okay,
work?
which chat am I going to?
Both the Mixler and the YouTube one.
How do I go to either of them?
Okay, go to mixler.com/blind-ninja-studios.
Is there an E in Mixler?
No.
/blind/ninja/studios?
No, dash.
Dash.
Odds
And
are we will have no viewers and no
Yeah,
things.
Not
but,
not the point. What's the other one?
YouTube.com/blind-ninja-studios, and there should be a live event broadcasting right now.
We should do a show where we try Bloody Mary mixes.
That is a brilliant idea.
Especially if it's a 10 o'clock in the morning showing.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yes. But yeah,
Like a Sunday that's like a Bloody Mary day.
we could.
Well,
Well,
and then I never get anything done at all that day.
Right?
Well, you don't have to have vodka in every single one of them.
Okay, I must have
think
typed
you
it
do.
in wrong.
And the little sippy cup things, like pour a little bit in each one.
No.
By
Gotta go with the whole.
well,
glass.
because the vodka adds something to it.
a little bit.
Okay.
It's an alcohol sweetness.
YouTube.com/live.
alcohol.
/Blind Ninja Studios.
And then we can promote 45th Parallel again. Be like, 45th Parallel.
Yeah.
They even have a horseradish vodka.
Yes. Yeah.
Reference.
Yeah. I saw that there. I did not buy that one.
Live now. Am I just clicking on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, right now, I'm just classified as a viewer.
That is fine as long as you can see the chat.
and
and
you
you can
can
bring it
sign
up
into
and-
it.
No, that is
Okay.
Kata. I wanted Citramelon. Jesus.
Gotta.
By the way, I feel better now because I totally saw you post this beer on Facebook and I wanted to try it. Okay.
I get like 6 bottles a year, and we're gonna open 2 of them. So you guys better fucking be nice to me. Jesus, I love this beer. I would drink this over all day, any day, which is saying something because all day is one of my favorite beers.
What are you talking about?
The Citramelon session ale from Pawpaw.
That we're gonna try?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so we got that.
So big, bad, evil guy thing. Question.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Whoa.
The following audio was recorded during a meeting of the Department of Offense. It is not suitable for children, the easily offended, or anyone with actual taste. You have been warned.
Jane Goodall motorboating at Gorilla's floppy milk.
Segways everywhere.
Ew! Whoa!
I would make a lot of rectangles. I could never do squares right.
We all had to put pants on this week because you're here. And now it's time for the Department of Offense. Welcome to episode 98 of the Department of Offense. I'm your host, Casey. Joining me as always is Carlo.
I'm here.
And Matt.
Hello.
And Miles.
Of course.
I
I knew it was coming. I was.
Well,
I was
Miles,
prepared.
it's now a thing, so we have to do it that way.
You know,
It's
if you were
true.
on the other side of the table, it would be that way. You'd probably say like, "And Matt."
No, he would just go the opposite direction.
You think so?
I would, yeah, I would
All right.
totally just go the opposite
What if
direction.
he goes in the middle of the table?
Oh, if he was standing in the middle of the table, he'd be like, Miles, get the fuck off the table.
You're gonna collapse these cheap tables.
As I try and take one careful step and fall through.
Yeah, it would be terrible. You would spill beer, and that would just be completely
That would be the worst part.
wrong.
Unforgivable.
Yeah, we would never be able to do homebrew
Party
again.
foul.
I would like to take this moment and apologize for this last week's shows. There was some audio issues that I resolved this morning. Thank you, Zach Zablosky, for giving me a heads up on that because I was really bad at listening to the shows this week. So got that fixed. I'm going to go through and see if I can clean them up. They're not horrible, but they're horrible. So
What was the problem?
we were getting a weird like wow wow wow.
Oh,
wow,
okay.
wow.
Did that happen for our?
Yes,
Ah,
I know.
you know, I meant to listen to that.
Yeah, I know. A lot of us meant to listen to it.
Well, okay. To
But
be
nobody
fair,
did.
I was actually here for it.
Yes, I know.
How did you manage that?
How did I manage what?
Making that noise, like in the.
Well, every time Miles said anything, I just went wah 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 wah.
Is that what caused it? All right.
No, every time I said something,
Wah,
that's just
wah,
how
wah,
it came
wah,
out.
wah, wah. Yeah, so I just wanted to apologize up front with that. Next week, before we get into anything, I'm going to do a couple of announcements here. Next week is episode 99, and we're also doing our like end of the year New Year's episode. So we'll be playing a game and whatnot. It should be fun. So yeah, make sure you tune in for that, and that will be at 7 p.m. It's going to be an evening show. And then episode 100 will be the first episode in the new year. And we're going to do something a little different in 2015. We are moving the show to Sundays. We figure, we all are a little busy on Saturdays, and we don't get quite as wasted usually as we used to. So we're going to move it to Sunday afternoons, evenings, just to kind of, ease everybody back into the work week with a little bit of fun. And gives us more time to drink beer on Saturday. That's then when we're not recording. Other than that, remember you guys can listen live every now Sunday at blindedstudios.com/live or on our YouTube page at
Wait,
youtube.com/blindedstudios.
So our 100th episode's gonna be on a Sunday.
It is going to be on a Sunday.
I'm gonna be drunk.
Yeah,
Wow.
you got the day off that day.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah,
that
no,
mean-
it now it lines up perfectly with Carlos's weekends. And so Carlos
Well,
is
I
going
mean,
to
if
be
I
the one
want
who's
to,
just hammered all
I
the
generally
time.
don't want to spend my weekends hammered, but I guess that's now open. It's all open to me now. So
It is. It is. We just did this for Carlos, by the way.
Yeah.
Carlos was like, "Man, you just keep doing stuff on Saturday, not on Sunday."
It's weird because he sounded exactly like
He
that.
did. He did. Had his hat in his hands and everything. He's like,
Little puppy dog
"Please."
eyes.
yeah,
looking
I
up.
went. I went and bought a hat just for that.
And actually, it'd be puppy eyes looking down at us because he's
Can I
pretty
do?
tall.
Can I do?
No, he was on his knees.
Oh, he was on his knees.
So he's looking us in the eye.
He practiced for 6 straight months trying to get that fake tear to work.
I didn't succeed. I can't really do that part.
All right. Well, Carlos, what have you been up to this week?
Not too much, but I did play some Far Cry. Last
Yeah?
weekend I spent actually all night. Me and my brother played Endless Legend, the strategy
The game that we talked about
Yeah.
on Console Cowboys.
so we managed to play a whole game. It took both nights because his internet sucked ass. So,
Well,
so I
not
think,
everybody can have awesome internet.
so
like
I think
us.
we played it like at least 12 hours, and I kicked his ass.
Wow.
And then like he left on the very last turn. He goes, all right, well, you can just finish the game from there. You don't need me. And then it didn't. It ended the game session right then and there. And I didn't get my achievement. I was like, Scott, you're gonna go back on right now, and I'm gonna get my fucking achievement for beating a game in multiplayer.
Yeah.
And of course he did.
Yeah, he did. It took 45 minutes to get it running, but yeah. But
Was
that
he
was,
on
that was cool
dial-up?
though because that was no, not dial up. Just because he has Comcast out there, and his Comcast was especially shitty.
Oh.
But yeah, that's actually when I looked, only 0.4% or only 0.4 of all players have that achievement.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty awesome because it turns out most people don't sit down for 12 hours to play a game. So
You don't say.
It was fun though.
Well, I guess the important question is, how is Christmas Card Watch 2014 going? How many Christmas cards have you gotten?
Horrible. I got one though, just one so far.
Yeah, and did you enjoy that Christmas card?
Is
No.
this the Christmas card you and Casey both got? From
No,
Felicia?
No.
No.
Oh,
So you have technically gotten
You
two.
see, I didn't see that one. I saw that one out the corner of my eye. I was like, I hit it for myself, and then that was solved. So I didn't have to worry about that one.
So
I-
technically got one and a half.
I just got one for my grandma, and I think that might be it. No, I'll probably get one from the other side of the family. A nice big Christmas thing. Hey, here's what we've been doing this year, and then
Will you read it?
I think that'll be it. Yeah, I'll read it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you're going to read that.
Well, that one is not just a card that says "Merry Christmas," and then on the inside of the card it says "Merry Christmas." I don't know what. I don't really know how cards work, but
Season's greetings, etc.
You should just get a card that says "Merry Christmas," asshole. Just every year. Those should just be the only cards you get. I think those would be fun
Yeah.
cards.
actually, I used to have a bad habit of just not even throwing away the cards. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why. So like I used to back in middle school, I just had like a pile of just stacked up.
No, it's weird
Just-
because
I didn't want to have anything to do with them.
well, it's not just that, but there is some obligation to like keep them for
Why?
at least a little bit. Well, it's like it feels inherent that you shouldn't just throw it out like as soon as you're done reading it.
Like it's Christmas. I shouldn't treat it like a piece of paper with
Yeah.
words on it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I actually probably still have some somewhere in my house from long
I might
ago.
too. No, actually, no. I got rid of all of them this year because I did a purge and I just threw away a bunch of
You
shit.
see-
I was like, I haven't seen this in years. Goodbye.
Yeah.
You see, personally, I don't want to have to see about some value in paper. But like, if I get a piece of a card, that's what I'm going to think. Which is why I actually had the only Christmas card type thing I had was I sent out my brother lives in California, so his Christmas present was a D&D player handbook, and from online because I could have Amazon deliver it for me. So
Yeah,
that was
for
fun.
free.
Yeah, for free.
Yeah, for free.
So
And they'll even wrap it for like $2.
I put the gift option in for like a note. You can just have a note because I wasn't gonna gift wrap it. I don't care about that shit. He can, if he wants to gift wrap, he could wrap his own damn self. So I put like a note in there, like, "Hey, I lied when I said don't buy. When I said I'm not gonna buy you this, and that you should absolutely not buy it." Because I made it pretty clear that I was clearly going to buy it.
Yes, but you told him not to buy it because you weren't going to buy it for him, right?
I certainly wasn't going to buy it.
And now he has two because he took you at your word and bought another one.
That'd be funny. I would laugh.
And enjoy them both.
I would not return it. He'd get to keep 2 books then. But yeah,
Cool. Matt, this week.
Well, I wasn't on the show last week either.
You
so
weren't. That's right. Where were you?
I was at a wedding with Kelsey. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I got 11 million on the Playboy pinball,
Oh, right.
and that was fun. And then the Thursday before that, I went to Doomtree Blowout. It was their last blowout. They're a hip hop collective in Minneapolis. And then I went to the Christmas Carol this past Thursday
Wait, where was the Christmas Carol?
at the Guthrie. I went with my parents.
Cool. How was it?
It was good. It was
Yeah.
a bit modernized. I was hoping for like the
the classic version.
Scrooge walking around the halls with a, what do you call them things?
Oh,
The
like
candle.
A
Candle thing.
Oh, the
yeah.
candle holder.
You know, like the typical picture, but
And
that
he had a
didn't have-
flashlight,
Yeah, it was still the classic like time period and everything, but a few things.
but he had a
modernized.
flashlight.
No, he didn't have a flashlight.
he had a flashlight.
Yes.
What
I
kind of
see
Christmas
what you
Carol are you
did
seeing?
there. But yeah, then
The
last,
front row has to wear ponchos.
Oh, God.
Let's just say the wreath looked a little bit different.
Yes, a little bit. Hanging the Christmas balls. And then last night was Craig Ferguson's final episode, and it was amazing.
Yeah, amazing. I watched the end scene where like
Oh,
it
the
turned
Drew
out where it's
Carey.
all a dream.
Yep, that was good.
That was very good.
So wait, Colbert and Craig Ferguson have both just had their final
Yep.
shows.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't.
And no more Colbert until like next year, like September.
Oh, really? They're
Yeah.
waiting that long?
Not until,
Well,
that's-
yeah, because
that's not until Letterman dropped.
David
stuff
Letterman
down.
leaves in March or May, and then there'll probably be time off in between there.
Yeah.
And then like Craig Ferguson's show isn't starting back up until next March, I think, with the new guy. And then at the beginning of the year, they're gonna do like guest hosts until then or something, or starting in February or something.
Drew Carey.
That's weird. They're having guest
What?
hosts.
Nothing.
Yeah, Drew Carey was on there because they were both in the Drew Carey show. Craig Ferguson was the boss,
Hmm.
and they were
Yeah.
both playing their characters.
Oh, that's right. He was the boss. Oh God.
Yeah, no, they were both playing the characters from the Drew Carey show,
And they were lovers
And-
in bed.
and they were and Drew Carey was like wearing like a fat suit or something again, and so
So he kept the weight off then, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's still
yeah,
he's still skinny.
skinny, and like one of the things was Craig said was, "Oh, and you got skinny, you lost a bunch of weight,"
And you hosted a game show.
and he's like, "Wait, are you saying that I should?" No, if you got skinny, you'll lose all the funny.
It was so good. And then Bob Newhart also is in there too. And
Yeah,
it's cool.
it was good stuff.
No, it's funny because I actually randomly tuned into the Colbert Report on Hulu, only to realize that it was the last episode.
They had this gigantic musical finale.
They did. It was actually kind of cool.
There were just so many people showing up. Like
Yeah.
not John Picard, but the actor Patrick Stewart was in the studio. And
Yeah,
Nice.
the studio was just packed with guests as they're coming out singing the farewell song.
it was pretty epic.
Yeah, it
I
was.
thought it was a
There's a
fitting ending.
musical number on Craig's too.
Was it as awesome?
Yes.
Stephen Colbert was holding the Captain America shield.
Fine.
George Lucas was on it. Actually,
Yep.
he was also singing.
Well, what have you been up to the past couple of weeks?
Sadly, mostly work.
Well, you went to Texas.
I did go to Texas. I didn't actually do a
Isn't
whole lot.
everything big there?
Do they have big hats? That's mainly the big
not
question.
really. I didn't see very many hats.
Where were you?
I was in Irving, outside of Dallas.
Oh.
No, I ended up seeing my brother.
It's just like, oh, that's a shitty part of Texas.
Right.
No, it should be a requirement that at least half of all Texans have giant 10-gallon hats.
Yeah, you
Only in Dallas proper.
No, just all Texas.
Oh, okay.
I know. I went to see my brother because he recently got married and had a baby, and we
Poor
just kind of went to vacate up there for a couple of days. We got to see the new in-laws. They made brisket and pork
Was it
ribs.
good?
It was fantastic and juicy and everything you would expect it to be.
Awesome.
I think 12 hours is what he cooked it for.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, now I'm hungry, asshole.
Right. And then I had some foreign beer.
In Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, foreign beer. Or my Bud Light.
You got some beer from Mexico?
No,
it was
actually,
Dos Equis.
I had
Corona.
Corona?
beer from Russia, Bulgaria, Estonia. There was Romania, I think. China. China was one of them.
Now you're just picking up names.
I'm not.
China.
China. Tsingtao. I think there's
I don't like that Tsingtao.
Tsingtao. It's not
It's
very
like
good.
Skunky kind of. It's weird.
It's weird. Yeah. Just it's a premium.
do they
Very
use
cool.
do they use a rice for it or something, or like
I
use
think
the-
so.
Alright.
Oh, I mean, but then again, it's just kind of the same style of beers like Stella, Heineken.
Ah.
I mean, just that general
And
category.
it's in a green bottle, right?
Yeah, green bottle beer. No, otherwise it's been primarily work.
What was the Estonia one called?
I want to say it was like Azul or something.
I think I tried that while I was in Japan.
Does that sound right? There was a Z in it for sure.
All right. Well, this week I went to a nifty elementary school concert because that's a thing that happened. Because I'm an idiot. But before then, I went and got a couple of beers, so kind of evened out.
You're terrible.
Why? You would have done the same thing.
What you should have done is mixed the two together.
Well, you can't have beer on school property.
You
So
should have.
Where did you go
Just-
drink?
We went to
Oh, yeah.
Main Streeters for lunch.
I wasn't sure if you like drink afterwards.
No.
Oh, I suppose you had to look after your.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I did. We came back and I got him. We stopped at the grocery store and I picked him up like a 6-pack of Mountain Dew, and I had a 6-pack of beer, and so we just sat and drank and played video games. It was a good time.
It sounds like a fantastic time.
Does
It
anybody
was.
else want more of this?
Well, Miles needs some, doesn't he?
I have some.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Then.
Yeah,
Then I will take whatever is Darn right, you're not taking that from me.
Darn tootin'.
Darn tootin'.
Darn
I-
tootin'.
Don't want to take all your special beer away that you
Right.
weren't expecting to part with.
I was not expecting to part with this at all. So then the rest of the week, I don't know, just work and studio stuff, tracking down audio issues and whatnot.
Did they all got resolved then?
I think so. We'll
Okay.
find out when we're done recording this.
All right.
All right. So in front of us is Citra Melon Session Ale from Paw Paw Brewing Company in Michigan. It has an BA score of 85. It's an American Session IPA at 4.8% ABV. Let's see. Well, I will read the side of the bottle because everybody enjoys that. Let your senses take you to your favorite summer destination with this Session IPA that was handcrafted with a unique batch of extraordinary hops. Citrus and melon flavors derived from this special blend of hops intertwine and exude an aroma of pure bliss.
So wait, my perfect summer location? Some sort of
Yes.
deep dark basement with like perfect air conditioning and everything.
Carlos, they're talking about real people, not you.
You mean real people don't want that?
No, they don't. Only vampires want that. The rest of us, we're thinking outside, some watermelon, a steak maybe on the grill, cold beer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
just have to wait till cloudy days for that though.
Anyway, what do you guys think? Carlos, we're going to start with you.
I just washed out my
Okay.
Pilsner,
Miles,
that's-
or not Miles. Matt, we'll start with you.
Like you said, I like it a lot better than all day. Like it's really good.
Carlos?
So yeah, I can. I'm picking up a little bit of the melon and the smell. Wait, is that melon that I'm smelling, or is
Yeah.
it just the hops? I wasn't sure. if
Well,
it-
no,
that's
no,
delicious.
it's all hop. There's no actual
Oh.
fruit in this beer.
That's
Oh, really?
really refreshing.
It's a very refreshing beer.
Yeah, it really doesn't like for just having nothing but like just the hops. Then that's really smooth. Like it's not a really heavy. It's not like an like a strong IPA or anything like that.
And no,
Nice.
I think it's a good example of a session IPA.
Yeah.
Miles, let's get the beer nerd talk on here.
The beer nerd talk. Aromatics, fantastic. It just kind of smells like a freshly cut in lemon,
Mhm.
including the fruit and the peel. I just get some earthiness out of it. The head, glorious. It's kind of got this cool off-white thing going on.
Yeah.
Thick, awesome lacing. I got the bottom of the bottle, so I got it particularly
No,
hazy,
mine's a little hazy too.
which I'm okay with. And it drinks a lot lighter than the Founder Session IPA.
Yes, it does.
Which is, in my opinion, it makes it more sessionable,
Mhm.
and it fits the category.
Yeah,
a lot
I could
better.
drink more than 15 of these
Yeah.
in one
Oh
sitting.
my god, it would not be hard either.
No.
It really goes down very light bodied. Just a little bit of the carbonation on the tongue. The hop flavors just come through like a clean melon, and then it washes down like beer.
Yeah.
It's very simple, very straightforward. I think it was a grand slam with what they were trying to accomplish.
I agree 100% with pretty much everything you say. This is I've talked about how much I love All Day before
Yes.
on this show, and I think I've brought it up on Homebrew Bound. And that is by far my my go-to beer.
Yeah.
Sessionable. And it's in that 4 to 5% range, like right in the middle there. Good hop character, but this is just better in every conceivable way. I feel like the hop choices are better. It's a softer hop character. It's not quite as harsh.
Yeah.
And just that the citrus and the melon just go really well together.
Well, for me, if I was going to compare them side by side, I'd say the All Day just has too much body and it sits too heavy,
Mhm.
at least by comparison. This is just really, really light, and it's easy to go back for more and more and more. For me, with the All Day, I'd probably be done after 2 or 3 because I'd just be full and it would sit
Yeah.
hard.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's really all I have to say. Except, Papa, you're awesome. We need to reach out to you and get you on the show.
I agree
Because
this is fantastic.
I've had a few of their other beers. They have I believe they have an ESB that is just really good too.
I can't imagine who here would be into that.
I have no idea. It's probably not me.
Does it have a dry finish?
Why else would I like it? Dick. Jeez. Is it dry? Yeah, it's dry. Why would I drink anything else? Where did my notes go? This is all your
Close
fault.
the app.
I did
Oh,
close the app.
I
I don't even know what's next, except it's probably
The news.
this one.
I would expect it.
And now the Department of Defense presents news with Casey. That's me.
Who'd have thunk?
And we're gonna get rid of these banjos immediately because
I
screw
like
you
the
guys.
banjos.
Don't care. I yelled at you guys 2 weeks ago about the banjos.
Yeah, we weren't listening.
I wasn't even here. I don't think.
I don't know. You need to listen to that episode. It was pretty good.
I will.
That was the 45th parallel episode.
I was in Texas.
Yes, you would have really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun.
That
Because the
was
guy
good.
was confused, like, what is going on now?
Yeah, and I got way too drunk.
I am so. He texts me while I'm standing at the airport. Guess what? 45th parallel. Ha ha. I'm
Casey
like,
didn't even make it down to the bars last night.
I am going to punch
No,
him in
not
the
last
throat.
night.
that night.
that
Yeah,
night.
no, I came home and
I heard
went
there
to
was a
bed.
few porcelain prayers going on.
no, it was
Sidewalk prayers?
it was an elementary school playground.
Oh, elementary prayers then.
There may or may not have been a choir of angels.
May or may not have, yes.
A cow being prepped for slaughter at an Idaho butcher shop made a break for it and jumped a 6-foot fence and ran through the streets
Congratulations.
of Pocatello, Idaho. Police gave chase and ended up shooting the cow. Early in the chase, they shot it in the head, merely wounding the Wonder Cow, and he kept running. I've dubbed him Wonder Cow, by the way, because this cow is my hero.
That's
Before
awesome.
Wonder Cow was cornered in what I assume was a very Butch and Sundance type moment, he had taken out an animal control truck and 2 police cars by ramming into them.
That is epic.
And this is after he shot in the head.
Well,
Wow.
my
I'm
dad.
picturing like they cornered him in a church, and he like and he comes out like udders blazing. I don't-
That is. I'm just picturing that scene from Austin Powers now.
Which
The machine gun.
oh
nippers.
yeah,
Machine gun jubblies?
That's the term.
I'm
Blazing
picturing,
jubblies.
Oh, guy. I already forgot the name of that movie. It's been a while since I saw it. Just get me. Just get me. Keep going. I can't-
okay.
No, I was gonna say my dad was a farmer for like 35 years or something, and apparently a cow's skull is thick enough that unless you really know what you're doing, you could shoot a cow in the head like 5 or 6 times without killing it.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Well, they ram into each other for fun.
Yeah.
And take out animal control vehicles and cop cars.
Which is awesome. I totally want to see someone with video of this and then do it up with Michael Bay.
I feel like they
kind
should
of
sell
explosions.
the story to Hollywood, and this would be an amazing film. Summer blockbuster,
No.
2016.
No, we can't do that because
Have Michael Bay direct it. There'll be explosions everywhere.
see
CG cows coming out of somewhere.
the only problem is that India would threaten us with nuclear war
Why?
and they would pull the movie from the theaters.
No, why?
Because they worship cows.
Yeah, but I don't think they give a shit about what we do in the movies.
Yeah, we eat so many cows.
I've seen what they do in their movies, and I think
Oh, Bollywood.
so. I don't think that they care that much.
Okay, to be fair, that actually does sound like the plot line to a Bollywood movie.
It does. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety started and subsequently pulled a new ad campaign designed to warn people about the dangers of overcorrecting on slippery roads. The slogan they chose for this was, "Don't jerk and drive." Just let that sink in a minute. They had multiple signs made up saying, "Jerking isn't a joke. # don't jerk and drive." They pulled the campaign because of an unintended innuendo that I just frankly don't understand.
Oh, yeah.
What's the innuendo there, guys?
I'm not
I-
seeing it. I am not seeing it at all.
Clearly, they're picking up on something that I am not.
And they didn't want the innuendo clouding the safety issue, which makes sense. Don't overcorrect, don't jerk the wheel because it's dangerous on a
Yes.
slippery road. But at the same time, you probably shouldn't masturbate and drive either.
Wait, what? Where did that come from?
Oh, well, you see, the term jerk colloquially means pulling on your pecker.
Yeah, they're planning on changing the sign to
I thought it was a certain seasoning for
"Don't
meat.
give head and drive."
Roadhead kills.
Don't choke your steering wheel.
Oh man, no South
They hope
Dakota.
they'll clear it up that way.
Yes. Now that President Obama has formally accused North Korea of the Sony Pictures hack, they are saying that they had nothing to do with it, and that accusations otherwise are
we had nothing
groundless
to do.
slander.
We had nothing to do with that. No.
No, yeah. For those of you living under a rock this week, Sony Pictures was hacked and then threatened into canceling the Seth Rogen and James Franco movie, The Interview. In the interview, they are, I guess, hosts or reporters, and they are tasked with killing Kim Jong-un.
Assassinating Kim Jong-un. Except
Yes.
you see like video, like you watch the trailer and stuff, and there's scenes of them getting stoned with him. Like,
Yeah.
Have they even taken the time to look at what this movie's actually going to
No.
be about? No.
The unknown hackers were thought to be backed by North Korea, something they did not deny until President Obama pointed the finger at them. So, sorry, North Korea, you guys can't have your cake and eat it too. You're either a country who pulled off a successful terror attack on the U.S., or you can stuff it and let us watch our movie. Like, you can't have both.
Sony's already the head of the president of Sony. Like, he doesn't actually interfere with the movie stuff at all. But he actually stepped in this one time to say, like, all right, pull the movie.
Well, and Obama said that pulling the movie was a mistake, and
Yeah.
now they're saying that they're not going to kill a movie; they're going to release it at a future date.
All right,
So it will be released. It's just not going to be on Christmas
because originally
because the theaters wouldn't show it, and if they don't have theaters to show it in, they can't really show the movie.
also showing it at Christmas. That's a horrible time.
Yeah.
No,
well,
Christmas Day is a great movie release day because of all the non-Christians who aren't celebrating Christmas go to the movies because nobody's
True.
there.
That's actually really.
And a lot of people get done with their shit and then they
Yeah.
go to the movies.
Yeah, I mean, we did it one year. We went to the movies instead of doing Christmas stuff. It was
Peter's
actually kind of
parents do that. They go to the movies after Christmas.
Did you hear about the Martha McCullum mess up on Fox News?
No, I didn't.
Do you know who Martha McCullum is?
I do not.
She's basically a president-hating Fox News.
Why are you
Anchor.
watching Fox News?
I don't. I just ran across this
Oh,
on
okay.
YouTube. Anyways, so Sony pulled it. They're blaming North Korea, right? But of course, Fox blames Obama.
Oh yeah, thanks Obama for what? How was this Obama's fault at all?
I forget exactly, but she's like, why isn't he telling us to go to the theaters anyways? This is something that we should do, clearly because we're not threatened by North Korea. And someone bothered to comment that he said exactly that 3 hours earlier.
Yeah, those are the things that he said.
How did she respond?
I don't. That wasn't on the bit that I
What?
watched, but I followed. I just figured I'd share it.
Maybe
I
she
thought
just-
that was hilarious
maybe
because
she just
Fox News failed.
devolved into a bunch of just grumbling, Obama.
Obama guns, Obama guns.
Obama.
All right. NASA has just completed the cheapest cargo transfer to the ISS ever this week.
I know that. Oh, I'm so excited about all of this.
They sent a socket wrench via email.
Yes.
That's right. NASA sent an email containing the plans for a wrench that was then printed out by the brand new 3D printer on the ISS.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Yeah.
I just looked over at my girlfriend. And I'm like, practical application for 3D printer, right here.
Right?
Right.
Yeah. We just sent tools over email. How great is that?
You know what that means? It means that the Star Trek replicators
I
are
was
now
just
officially
gonna say
real.
that. I was just going to
Right.
say that.
They're officially real.
That and there are just several episodes of Big Bang Theory that become so much simpler with this.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. This has actually been a really big year for space if you think about it.
Yeah.
And we got the 3D printing, Orion. They're working on their planetary lander.
Didn't they land on the asteroid?
Yeah, we harpooned a comet.
I know.
Like
That's awesome.
it was a whale.
They should have called the
in a much
they should have
much
called it
bigger
Ahab.
ocean.
They should have called
That-
it Ahab.
We're calling it Ahab.
No.
It is not.
Well, and that was the Europeans, not NASA.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
they were getting all pissed when Americans were like, "Oh yeah, we just harpooned." No, like humankind harpooned a thing.
Yeah.
Like I feel like space shouldn't be.
Hey, if you're not gonna put your money in NASA, you can't say that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really, that's the truth. Like, not enough money has been going to NASA.
NASA's budget just got a huge bump this year, though.
That's good.
Didn't it get cut a couple years ago?
It did. It
Okay.
did. But yeah, for some reason they're like a few hundred million over. They're getting a few hundred more $1 million this year.
Maybe it's because
I'm okay with this.
maybe
Yeah.
it's because they're looking. Hey, this is what the rest of the world's doing. We're falling behind again. So
Yeah.
that's giving us the bit, just a little push to compete with the world till we become the best at it again, and then just stop
And then we can
all
stop.
over again.
Well, I
Like
don't
the
know.
moon.
I think just in the last couple of years, there have been more practical applications of some of the crap.
Well,
That's
and
been going on.
it's back in the public eye again because
Yeah.
think about it, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, the public didn't give a shit about space.
no.
They didn't give a shit about science.
And-
They didn't really care about anything other than personal computing.
Well, I think a lot of it was because it was just grandiose ideas that had no real application. Like, hey, guess
Yeah.
what? We took a picture of something that's 10 billion years old.
Well, yeah, after
and then it's
being
like,
able to see
okay.
people land on the moon and everything, then everything's kind of pale in comparison.
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah,
just hanging out in
everything was
space.
just kind of like, we will do this.
Once
In
going to
15 or 20
space
years.
became really easy,
Yep.
it's like, oh, okay. And so now that we're like doing the push to Mars, it's
Aren't-
exciting.
Aren't
again.
we already selling tickets for that?
Private companies are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They don't know what they're doing.
They have no idea what they're doing.
Well, I still think it's
NASA will beat
really
them there.
amusing. Yeah, probably.
Some people at NASA want to go to Venus first,
Which is stupid.
but they want to build a city in the clouds.
They want to do it for a joke.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, but
Venus is such a horrible place.
yeah, why would you want to go? Like, Mars has the potential to be like we could terraform Mars
Does
potentially.
it have something to do with the feminism and stuff like that?
No, I don't think it has anything to do with feminism.
that is nothing.
What
Nothing
is
to do
wrong
with
with
feminism.
Who's pushing to go to Venus? You never know.
That's right. It's all those girl astronauts.
It is.
One book says men
With
come
their
from Mars,
vaginas.
women coming from Venus, and you just assume that Venus is the female.
I was
planet
trying to do a
forever.
clever
All right.
joke there, guys.
Well, first of all,
Jeez.
men should come from Pluto because
It's not a
penis
planet.
starts with a P.
But Pluto's not a planet.
It was when that book was written.
No, mankind would choose. Men in general would choose Jupiter.
Men
Because this is
should
the
come
biggest.
from no.
That's the
Men should come from Venus because it rhymes with penis.
Yeah, but it also starts with a V like vagina.
Yeah, that's true.
Jupiter's large. We're
Yeah,
going for
that-
Jupiter.
That and
I'll
what
do that.
planet rhymes with penis?
What?
That and what planet rhymes with penis?
What?
I have no
Venus?
idea.
What?
Venus. Oh no, what planet rhymes with vagina? That's what I meant.
That's like,
Like that was what he just said, Miles.
Wow. Clearly, I'm not on the same page. All right,
You are not on any pages.
feminism. Go on.
I don't think that's how feminism works, guys. Guys, I think you're doing it wrong.
I got nothing. I'm gonna get the emails this week. You guys are so sexist. Jesus
And Lithbeth.
and Lispy.
Let's just talk with Lyft the whole time.
There are now 24 states with gas prices under $2 a gallon.
What?
Why is Wisconsin not one of them?
We're getting pretty fucking close.
I'm okay with it.
And prices are expected to continue to drop another 15 to 30 cents.
I'm okay with
Why?
this.
Yes.
What's leading this?
The Saudi Arabians voluntarily cut oil prices.
That's weird.
Ah,
Another evil plot.
I'm
Maybe they're
totally
just-
okay. Their evil plot is perfect.
To
The,
pollute the environment.
the last time we saw sub $2 prices was in June of 2009, and we're expected to use it. I mean, 2009, 5 years ago, was the last time we had gas prices under $2. You
That
guys
was a guest
remember?
even longer ago.
Yeah, well, you guys remember when we were, growing up and just starting to drive?
Yeah.
And that was about the time gas went like to like $1.25, $1.50 a gallon, and we're just like, "Oh my god, driving is gonna be so expensive." And then it passed 2, and we're like, "End of the world!"
Then it
And-
passed 3, and then it passed 4.
And then
Right?
people are just like, okay, fuck it.
and now like it's under 3, and we're like, "Oh my god, this is the greatest thing in the world. This is so awesome." And then under 2, we're just like, "Free gas!"
Basically.
Look, I'm jerking and driving now. I'm jerking and driving.
You can afford to go places now.
More than one happy ending.
I filled my car. I've been filling my car for. Oh fuck. Just fuck.
No words.
Moving on. After 54 years, the end to the embargo on Cuba may be in sight. Earlier this week, President Obama announced plans to reopen diplomatic relations with Cuba and reopen an embassy there. On Friday, the Cuban National Assembly, their parliament, announced that it would back the agreement of President Castro and President Obama.
Wait, is Fidel Castro still alive?
No, it's another Castro.
All right.
I think he's still alive, but he's very sick.
Very sick.
Very sick.
Like SIKH.
Why would there be an H?
Isn't that a religion? Sikhism.
He's
Is it- I
not
don't-
that.
if he-
He's ill.
Oh,
And if it is religion, I don't think it's a Cuban religion.
that's why I was confused.
Yeah, so this is very exciting because,
Cigars.
well, no, Cuba doesn't make good cigars anymore. If you hear somebody talking about good Cuban cigars, they need to be talking about pre-embargo Cubans, because before the embargo, Cuba had the best cigar rollers in the world.
And then they picked
Once
up and moved
Castro
away.
took over, they all fled Cuba and went to other South American countries where they are now. They've now trained other rollers and they're doing stuff for.
That's cool, actually.
And that's why you can find like Romeo and Juliet's from Cuba and from other places, like
Mhm.
the Caribbean, right?
Yeah,
And it's because some of the actual growers like grabbed some of their seeds and left the country, continued their own name, and other people stayed, picked up where they left off, and kept doing the stuff there
Yes.
too.
yeah. So once the embargo lifts, I have a feeling we're going to see a big surge in Cubanos,
I'm okay with this.
which is fine, except they're going to be shit.
Well,
Well, maybe not shit, but they're not going to be as good as something that's aged for 50 years
yeah.
in a humidor,
Okay, to be fair,
and that's
what
going
would
for
be?
$1,500 a stick.
What would be?
Not a whole lot.
Yeah. See.
I saw some when we were in Florida. There's a huge cigar store. There's two of them, and the entire store is a humidor. Right, the
Aren't
entire
they glorious?
oh, it's amazing, and it's a bar, and they have this one section that's pre-embargo.
Yeah.
And you just go and look because you can't afford anything behind the glass.
You just walk in there with your hands behind your back and you don't ever move them.
Well, it's not even like a walk-in; it's just like a single shelf thing. But it's just looking at it and seeing the price tags of, oh, this one's $1,500, this one's $3,000. You're like, who spends that much on a single cigar?
The cartel.
I guess, just Jesus. But it's like, oh man, if only.
Somebody who lights their cigar by burning cash or something.
Right? I've kind of wanted to do that someday. Just
That probably. Just think about all the germs.
I don't think it would work very well.
No.
No, probably not.
You could try the Canadian play money.
Monopoly.
That would
money.
work even less because isn't it all like plasticky and shit?
Really? I have no idea. I've never seen one of their bills.
What about Monopoly?
They're,
money?
no, they're called loonies. No, that's their coin, isn't it? So They have
Yeah.
the loon on them.
Yeah.
They have funny names for things. Oh, Canada. I think that's why their national anthem is "Oh Canada," because everybody's just like, "Oh Canada,"
Even they are.
right?
Man, I could go for a donut.
Yeah, I had some donuts
Donuts.
already.
What? You didn't share?
You bastard.
I bought them yesterday, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna.
Oh,
have
they
a
were
coffee.
yesterday.
Oh,
donuts.
gotcha.
You-
They're Glazers, so.
Yesterday, Quick Trip donuts.
All right, we have a discussion topic for today, and I feel like we should discuss it. 'Cause that's
Okay.
what we do with discussion topics.
Yeah, we got some time.
we got some time to kill.
We took forever to get this far.
Did we really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's only 40 minutes.
47 minutes. Yeah.
No, 40 minutes.
Oh,
Because we
40.
started 7 minutes late because of Eric wasn't here. That's right, Eric. I'm calling you out. You were supposed to bring the beer today. I had to dig into my private stash and share with these bastards.
Yeah,
we
we're
are
not-
bastards.
We're not grateful at all. Really.
No, you're not. Nobody
in
ever
fact,
is.
I totally expect more with no recompense expected.
Well, this is the last of it.
Oh.
We did not say thank you at all.
No, not once.
We don't really plan on changing that.
No, I know. I'm over it. Okay.
I had like 2 sips, so it's okay.
Matt's just like, don't be mad.
He had a whole glass, okay?
I know. Matt, I'm mad at everybody but you.
Okay, cool.
What? I shared that last half with him. I had as much as he did.
I'm still mad at you, Miles. I don't know why.
I am a terrible person.
Man, you have half a glass, and everybody's like, "You're having way too much. You must be an alcoholic."
You alcoholic drinking half a session IPA.
I know.
Right? Okay. Discussion
Hey,
topic for
hey.
today. We are going to talk about you are a villain, right? An over the top, like evil sorcerer type villain. Or evil mastermind. you can decide what type of villain you are. I want to know how you stay in power without, everybody trying to kill you immediately. How you or what kind of lair you have, because every villain needs a lair, right?
Yeah.
I think every villain needs who your foil is. I want to know who the guy who foils all of your plans is, and then I want to know how you're going to eliminate him. I want your convoluted villain plot that will drive the movie forward.
All right.
I feel like I wish I had more heads up to think about this.
Well, I do too, but we came up with this about 5 minutes before the mics went on.
Gotcha.
So-
So about 2 minutes before I got here?
Yeah,
Okay. See, I could have used that 2 minutes.
I'm sorry.
I could start us off.
Yeah, Carlos is going to start us off.
Okay.
So, Carlos, first we'll start simple. What type of villain are you?
Well, obviously, the best way is to cover everything. So it'll be technology and magic at the same time.
So you're a technomancer.
Exactly. Yes.
That sounds like it should be a D&D thing.
You're an evil technomancer. Okay.
Exactly.
And I guess what have you done to piss everybody off? Like how are you evil?
Well, because I want control over everything.
Okay.
The world, money, power, and then the universe. But you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, start small.
But you see, the thing is, if you're gonna be successful, you can't let on to the world. You can't go in front of everybody. All right, hey guys, I'm an evil, like a super evil villain with all these powers. I'm robbing this bank. You can't stop me. Whatever.
Why Loki did it,
Laters.
and it would have been fine if it weren't for those damn Avengers.
It did not work out for him, did it?
It would have.
He invaded New York with a whole bunch of aliens, and he failed. So clearly, summoning a whole bunch of space whales doesn't help you.
Okay, to be
if he
fair-
hadn't killed Coulson, he would have succeeded.
To be fair, they had a Hulk.
So So the thing is, the first step I think is to not be perceived as a villain. Like look at Lex Luthor in the in certain in the comics for a while, and I don't even know what in the anime cartoon from the 90s that I grew up with. Like he was an evil corporate businessman, but he couldn't go to prison because they couldn't prove anything. So be that way. Like do all your evil stuff. Don't get caught.
How are you not going to get caught as a technomancer?
Well, you don't let on to the fact that there is a technomancer at all.
Okay. What kind of
So
base do you have?
What kind of a base in space?
You have a space base.
Space
Are we
base,
going
yes.
back to the space base again, Carlos? Because I'm pretty sure we proved definitively last time you said you were going to have a space base that it wasn't going to work.
I see no reason for it. No, first of all,
At least the jellyfish can't get to him.
Or the trees.
Or
No.
the trees.
behind my corporation, I'd be pushing all right, yeah, we're gonna do all this space stuff for humanity because, yeah, I'll do that because
Space base.
it's gonna help push me into space too because I want the universe.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to be stuck on a rock. So
You
one
want
of
all
the
the
things,
rocks.
one of the things I build will be a space base because why not? But I'll have science lab and equipment to help better humanity, but mainly it's for me because it's a space base.
Okay.
And somebody would have to be a real asshole to stop a space base that's busy trying to cure cancer. So I got that going for me.
So your space base, the cover is that it's curing cancer.
Oh, it does more than that, but and it adds.
Doesn't it cause cancer because of all the space radiation?
I'd have shielding or something. I don't know. I'd be a space technomancer. I don't know. I'd work things out. I'd have my shit together.
Okay. Who's trying to foil you?
John Everyman.
John Everyman?
He is just a regular person who just keeps bumbling and just ruining everything.
Okay. I like it.
So like, how you got to ask, how does this monkey wrench in the machine in the works get stopped? You hire him, but not directly. You create. I have like I'd like start another corporation, like I don't know whatever he does, that would then hire him. So like he's now working for this other group, this like small business or whatever.
Is
And
that
they're
actually
paying
working
him.
for you?
Well, the thing is that business, their whole job is not to know anything. Like it's just to be working on something completely unrelated to whatever I'm working on. But they pay him, and he'll wreck their shit up. But I don't care because all that porn stuff is way away from him.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody close to you has betrayed you. How do you deal with it?
Kill them.
They are put into the human testing trials. Wait, no, that's a bad
God.
idea. That is how.
That is how you create superheroes.
Yeah, that's
And this is why supervillains always fail.
I want to bring up quickly that there's actual a list for if I ever become an evil overlord. Like,
Wait, you have a list?
no?
Oh no, the one online.
there is a one
Okay,
online,
yeah.
but so I guess in that case, depends on how much they know. If I'd probably have to resort to wiping their mind of memories relating to my activities.
Why don't you just kill him?
You see, I don't want to be that kind of villain because that kind of villain will get killed in return.
No, that kind of villain threatens to kill people, but then he always gets foiled. So you just got to straight up. There has to be the camera
kill
can't
them
be going
and
back
their
and
family.
forth. Can't
No.
be going back and forth. Can't be going just bam. He's done.
I wipe his mind, send him back on Earth, and he gets like some sort of
Everyday job.
small amount of money to and like, hey, I got back from my science lab training. That's what I was doing. All right, that's weird, but hey, I have some money in my pocket and I have a job opportunity right here to work at this place.
Then why wouldn't everybody betray you? It seems like if you betray him,
Immortality.
you get a great package.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I'm offering to cure all their
Too nice for
cancers
somebody that.
and offer. You see, it's better to lead with honey.
Okay, yeah, you don't sound like an evil villain. You sound like a philanthropist. Carlos has gone so evil, he's nice.
But of course, if they're in space and nobody knows they're in space, I have a lot more control.
You might as well do the eject, like in the 100.
Oh yeah, float him.
Let
No,
'em.
you got to be careful because what if they like crash into the international space? Like
Then they-
you know
then
that
that's
you know,
part of your evil scheme.
that is like scientifically impossible to happen for their body to all of a sudden crash into it. But in this like genre of events, that's like 100% chance of happening. Like a space shuttle will be flying, also it runs to a body, and like there's a murder investigation. Why is there a body floating around up here?
Yeah, but so I'm figuring if Carlos does something blatantly evil, he's already contributed so many nice things to society. We'll just kind of sweep it under the rug.
Yeah. I'm offering so much to them that they'd have to.
Carlos, you're a terrible villain. You're a great, like, not so good businessman, but you're a terrible villain.
I'd have to, and like I'd be able to cut off the rest of the world from taking space. It'd just all be for me. Because I'd also push for certain, hey, we shouldn't go to space. Space is wrong, or maybe other things. I don't know. Just that I don't want the rest of the world to get into my territory.
Okay. Matt, what kind of villain would you be?
Jeez.
Oh, come on. He just gave you like 25 minutes to think about
Yeah,
it.
and then I started thinking about his shit. Now I forgot all my shit. I wasn't paying attention to the first half until we started talking about floating people and killing the people. So now let's start out with, so let's say this is some years in the future and I'm part of a company that is bringing out a bunch of technology and I'm the head of the company. So I got a lot of money, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So
then-
we're going evil businessman.
Except somehow I persuade all the pirates like out, like the Somali pirates and
Okay.
the pirates out there, and we create like a Waterworld base, and I'm like the Dennis Hopper on there.
Okay, so we have Waterworld. Are you going to melt the ice caps too?
Maybe that's a good idea.
Then you have more territory.
I do have more territory, and I kill more people then too. So yes, the goal. Well,
You're
that,
an eco-terrorist.
see, my plan has already happened where I have all my pirates and they know
Yep.
the plan.
He's
And
just gonna send them one by one with blowtorches to the ice caps.
exactly. No, I created a laser through my company and I used that laser, the freaking laser beam. I used it to burn all the ice caps. So that's all done.
From
And
space.
now I'm trying to,
No, with shark heads underneath the water.
I don't know. So that's somewhat of my plan.
All right. And so, all right. So your base is a floating thing.
floating
How do you
fortress
stay
of
in power?
greatness. The
How do you prevent, like, as soon as you start melting ice caps?
ice caps are already melted.
Okay. So you melted the ice caps. Okay. So you melted the ice cap. Everybody hates you right
Yeah.
now. How do you stay?
They
in
don't know
power?
who I am though.
How do they not know who you are? Your company just melted the ice caps.
They don't know it was my company.
Your company was the only company that had the tech to melt the ice caps.
How do you
With
know
a
that?
gigantic laser.
Did you stage some sort of
Yes, I did. Nobody knows who I am. They still think I'm this nice guy hanging out as a businessman at the company.
on your pirate base?
Yeah, and I'm like, some fucker like stole the plans to my laser map thing,
Don't,
and they
don't you
I
think
feel
they-
like
Why does that just keep happening to me?
exactly.
Oh man, I just built this floating water base.
They
and then
don't know
all of a
about the
sudden
base.
The world
They think it's the
flooded.
pirates over in Somalia and all the other places.
But what happens when you disappear there for weeks on end?
I'm going to Thailand for vacation.
But nobody in Thailand ever seems to see you.
Well, also Thailand probably wouldn't be there, so I go.
Yeah, you
I have a
drown
house.
Thailand.
I have a house on Mount Everest or something like that. I
He's
don't know.
scuba diving.
I'm scubing. Yes, exactly.
So like, hey guys, I built this underwater house, and I'm gonna scuba dive down there for like a couple weeks. And like,
That's a good
then he
idea.
scuba dives up somewhere else, and then there he goes.
All right, what other questions you got for me?
Wait, who's your foil?
My foil is probably a 15-year-old kid in his mother's basement who's really good at computers. And
His basement's probably flooded now.
no, he lives like in Iowa or something where the water isn't going to flood.
Okay.
I don't know. And so yeah, he finds the plans to my plan of
How do you stop him?
to try and blow up his house, but then I
with
don't
your
know
giant laser.
exactly. I don't know.
But then they'll know it was you.
Well, eventually it has to come out, I guess.
And somehow by chance he'll have escaped, and now he knows who it was behind everything, and
Yeah,
he's
so-
gonna be after you.
I don't know that he knows or something like that. So it's that.
Okay,
brings on
so
war or something. I don't
Okay.
know.
all right.
See, Carlos.
It's a vicious cycle that you
Carlos
It's a
has been
vicious
planning
cycle.
this for a long time.
All right,
so
somebody close to you has betrayed you. What
Kill
do you do? You kill him?
Yep.
How do you kill him?
kill him.
No, but how? Do you drown them? Do you shoot
I'm
them?
on a
Do you send
ship,
them into
aren't I?
space?
Put
No.
him off the front of the
No,
ship and run him over.
clearly He has to
Or else you tie him to the anchor and drop the anchor or something
cement
like that.
shoes,
Cement shoes, good idea.
All right. Okay.
or you could
Because
like,
they're all pirates, so they don't really have family anyway. So
or you could be really macabre and just freeze them in a giant block of ice and let them float around aimlessly in the ocean.
But it would melt.
It doesn't
Everything's
matter.
really warm now.
It doesn't matter. No one's around to witness that happen.
This is true.
All you need is the poetic justice until he's, floats away.
that's my
off screen.
rinky-dink supervillain plan that
I like
thought
it.
of in a couple minutes.
I like it. I'm gonna. Can I go before you?
Go for it.
All right. Cool.
Am I going to get a turn?
Yes. You're gonna
Okay.
get a
Okay.
turn. No, you're not gonna. No, yeah, you're gonna get a turn. You're gonna get a turn. I just want to go because I always go last. I don't want to go last. No. So
Aw.
I'm gonna steal something straight from James Bond. I am going to have a volcano lair, and I'm going to be a gold Mongol. So I'm gonna combine some Bond villains
Do you
here.
mean Goldmonger?
Mogul.
Mogul.
Mogul. Okay.
Thank you for the word.
Mongols, yeah, that was that's not quite the same thing.
But they were also villainous.
yes, they are.
So I'm a Mongol who's a gold mogul.
All right.
All right, cool. Sounds like a
he
plan.
does a lot of horseback pillaging.
With
Mhm.
bows and arrows.
Yeah.
in my volcano there. So yeah.
Damn you, Mongolian!
Okay, so I am
Why
then
should they walk?
going to irradiate all of the other countries' gold supplies.
So you're actually going to do that?
I am totally going to do that. I'm going to complete Goldfinger's plan, and it's going to be awesome.
So everybody's clearly going to know that the one person whose gold supply is not irradiated because it was on a volcano is behind this.
yeah, no, everybody's going to clearly know it was me, which is part of the plan.
It's part of the plan.
It's part of the plan. I want everybody to know it was me, because then all of their currencies will tank. They'll just tank. No more currencies, right? world in disarray, and then I introduce a new currency
Ah.
called Casey Bucks.
Now there's a problem here. Most of the currency is imaginary anyways.
No, I know, but they don't have any gold on the international scale to back anything up.
Yeah, but does that really make a difference
Yes.
anymore?
I'm gonna
No.
say yes. Fine.
No.
I'm also going to employ with my new billions. All right, I take that back. Trillions or quadrillions in gold because I'm the only one with good gold. I'm gonna hire a team of elite hackers, and we're going to tank all of their stock markets as well.
All right.
Right, and then we're going to introduce Casey Bucks.
Where you can go for your coffee. It's on every corner of the street. There's 5 in every town.
Pretty much. And
Get your
then
espresso.
I will control the world's currency.
Yeah.
That's really all I want. I just want to be super rich.
Create Starbucks. All right.
No, it's Casey Bucks. They're dollars, kind of like Dave and Buster's dollars, but they're mine.
Actually,
That's right. I'm adding an It's Always Sunny plot in here too.
Actually, if you
Are
actually
you gonna
made
wear the Green Man suit?
No.
Actually, if you started a Casey Bucks, like just took over Starbucks, that'd also be kind of evil because you'd be making all that money too.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm gonna take over Walmart. It's gonna be Casey Mart now. And
Yeah, slowly you take over.
just
all
slowly
the
take over the
businesses.
world. My foil is who's my foil? Who would
James
be a good
Bond?
foil? No, my foil is not James Bond. Jeez,
No, it'll be Jason
He's
Bourne.
he's imaginary. Yeah,
he's
you're right.
imaginary.
Gotta go get some food at McCasey.
No, I'm sure it'll be some sort of secret agent because
British accent maybe.
well, I feel like the rest of the world will try to band against me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I'll have my henchmen in world government and I'll just buy a bunch of mercenaries and stuff because I'll have all the money.
Now, what's
And I
stopping,
bet I could get China on my
what's
side.
stopping Russia from just nuking your island?
In a volcano. How are they gonna get at me?
So you're now in a volcano that has no exits now because like it got nuked on the surface.
No, it has exits.
Yeah, it got a nuke dropped on it.
Well, it also has a nuclear weapon shield.
All right.
Yeah. We have
there's-
we have our own Star Wars
Yeah,
system.
it's
So then they
supervillains.
just are
They're gonna be
releasing
shields.
conventional weapons.
Like I said, we have a Star Wars system which will shoot missiles out of the air.
Oh yeah.
And I have a private army. They could try to invade, but I have the best army money can buy. I probably bought Russia's army. Well, that's probably not the best one. But it's probably cheap. The ruble just tanked. They can't afford to pay their army.
And if that happens, they can just blame it on the gold.
That I have.
They can always choose something else to be the backup. For
Now, if you
currency.
did not blow up one country's gold amount so that they still had gold, then they might back you.
Ooh. I think I'll leave China. I feel like China would be a good ally.
If you think that they'd stick with you,
Because
they might also turn on you because they have an army and like you have an island that they just don't have to. They just leave on the island. They don't care.
I have weapons on my island.
Yeah, but you're stuck on the island.
I have boats
Yeah,
and
but
planes.
they have to leave the shield.
Nope, it'll work. My foil is in a I guess so after I've done this, the remaining nations who are opposing me, which there isn't many, there's like 5, and one of them is Rhode Island. I know it's not a nation, but they seceded
It
from
will be
America. It was the whole
afterwards.
thing, yeah. They have banded together into a small like resistance force, and they have secret agents and splinter cells, and I'm fighting them. I'm essentially fighting Shield, but on a really tiny basis.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, Rhode Island,
This sound-
Rhode Island.
just Rhode Island,
This sounds like the mouse that roared.
and it's gonna
That's
be
the-
great.
Those are the only people who are going to resist you. Really,
Rhode Island,
just Rhode Island.
well, and Luxembourg.
That was a whole thing too. You missed it.
What's wrong with this plan, Carlos? Who else do you think would resist me?
The jellyfish.
Everybody. Really.
I'm nuking Texas immediately because they're just gonna be annoying. And Canada, I'll just give them donuts and be like, "Oh, we're good, eh?"
Casey Buck tea. Good.
I just don't see it working.
I think it'll be fine.
There's a few flaws in your
Nah.
plan.
And then if somebody betrays me, I throw them into the volcano.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
Because I have a volcano lair.
which will certainly never backfire on you at all.
How could it backfire on me? You can't think of a reason. The
That's
I can't-
what I
I
thought.
can't think of anything that could cause a problem with a volcano layer. That's true.
Yeah, because it just erupts, and for
No,
volcanoes
that
they
just-
erupt.
What? Volcanoes don't erupt.
Well,
My
you-
volcano doesn't.
I'm pretty sure if you're
Dormant
gonna live
volcano.
I'm pretty sure if you're gonna live
Not
in a
after a nuke
volcano,
drops on it.
Nuh-uh, because the Star Wars shield.
I'm pretty sure if you live in a volcano, you built a shelter strong enough to deal with lava flow. So
Yeah.
I suppose.
It's a volcano layer
And-
that has sharks in it. Yeah, I have shark tanks. in a
Are
volcano
there
layer.
laser beams on their heads?
It depends if I get bored.
I
I'm
suppose.
just gonna put laser pointers on their heads.
so you don't get shot.
Yeah.
Or they don't break the glass.
All right, Miles.
All right, I'm gonna be a rich blackmailing hero, and so what I'm gonna pull one from Fight Club here. My evil plot is going to tank the stock market and get rid of all the banks, because I'm gonna be one of those.
Are you gonna have Miles bucks?
No, okay. So the idea is that I've got this delusion in my head that the world is messed up, and I'm the one who has to fix it in this horribly backwards way.
Okay.
On a global scale. So I'm going to become very, very rich. I'm going to have an ice base because ice base.
Okay. We talked about this before.
Yes, and if
The
you can
ice
have a
base
Star
is a-
Wars shield, then I can have a Star Wars shield.
Okay, but what about his laser beam that will melt your ice base and you will drown?
Star
that's,
Wars
that's
shield.
actually kind of funny. Think of it like all happening on the same point.
It is. My island will be. Well, actually, no. My island will also be underwater. Damn you, Matthew!
Unless you're living high enough
No,
up in
it'll be inside a rock bubble.
He's the only one safe.
Matthew saves. Matthew stops you, just all inadvertently because he just wants to melt all the ice. there's a monkey wrench in the works right there that you could not possibly see coming.
Not at all.
Because I'm just the businessman. So you
We should have had a super villain meeting beforehand. We're like, hey guys, this is what we're thinking. And Matt's like, oh shit.
Guys, I'm sorry, things are already in place. Like ice caps are melting right now.
the laser is going as we speak.
all that money, no.
And
This
then
is kind of going to be a thing.
Carlos
already.
is just up there laughing at us.
I'm like going, what the fuck's going on down there? I wasn't quite done down there. I mean,
That's okay, though, I guess, maybe.
hey guys, you still down there?
All right, not to
Oh, just
derail
Rhode
you,
Island.
Miles.
Just Rhode Island. All right.
No, they're underwater too now.
Well, we stopped your problem though.
Thank you.
No, so basically, if I don't know who my foil would be, but I have to have one. Whoever you think it should be.
I'm pretty sure it's Matt at this point.
Okay.
No, wait. So you're a super blackmailer.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is I'm gonna be like this philanthropist. So I'm gonna control all the Fortune 500 companies with the money that I give them,
Oh,
and so I can. And so
Technically, I'm a Fortune 500 company, so
yeah,
I'm getting his money.
But
yeah,
right.
but you just melted his base.
Yeah, and your plan was that like you made a point that your
Except this
plan,
sounds like it's happening beforehand.
you made a point that your plan was secret, so your company doesn't actually know
yes,
about
yes,
it. So
yes,
he
yes.
doesn't actually know about your ridiculous plan.
And he knows me, but he doesn't know me.
right. But at some point, I'm going to collapse the financial infrastructure of the United States.
Okay.
And come United States, comes the world. So everything is going to fall apart altogether, and then shit's going to have to start all over, hopefully in a better way.
Is this the better way that you're trying to figure out?
No, it'll be whatever society thinks it should be. I'm kind of like this idealist. I think that everyone in power is corrupt.
Oh man, he's the worst kind of supervillain, an
Yeah.
actual crazy person.
Yes, no, like I'm the actual crazy person. So get rid of all the people in power.
That wasn't the crazy part. Like that
Right.
they're all corrupt. It was the fact that he wants to then get rid of them all. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Yes,
So is this before or after Casey Bucks?
after. I'm
Wait,
going.
this is after Casey, but you don't have any money.
Yeah, that means that he just took away your whole
Okay,
superpower.
before Casey Bucks. Before what we're gonna have to come up with an order of how all this goes into
Right.
place.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Matt's has to be last because as soon as Matt's happens, we both drown.
Yes.
Carl,
Carlos,
like he'll like you will drown because you're in a volcano base.
he's in an ice base.
Ice-
It will fill with water.
Actually, ice bases float.
They do.
Not if they melt.
Well, it depends on like how it's connected to everything. It
Are
could
you
just
in a
start.
giant iceberg?
I will have
it depends
engines
on-
inside that keep the ice cold.
Or if its ice base is like just on Antarctica, then it'll just be, hey, I'm now on land.
except it has to be further enough in because the land's only like this big and the ice is like this big.
Yeah, like so. There's a lot of different things that could go.
He's probably gonna drown.
Honestly, it seems like Matthew seems to inherit the Earth.
No, you're in space and you have all those weapons up there that you could attack with.
Why would I just? Who am I going to shoot? A bunch of pirates? Why would I shoot? That's a waste of just resources.
And I'm just getting drunk singing pirate songs.
Eating your rum ham.
There's no reason for me
That's
to
right.
intervene.
Carlos is like on his way to Mars. And shit. He's just like, I guess I'm done with Earth.
Did my thing.
Guys,
I just created the movie Waterworld.
You did.
Carlos,
you guys are being weird. I'm going to go somewhere else.
Carlos is just thinking, good riddance to those jellyfish and trees.
All right,
I've got
so I figured Carlos puts his plan into motion because his plan is actually just doing good for Earth.
he's going to help
Yeah.
shadow my company.
and then you start yours.
Yes.
And then mine goes into effect, which strips away all of your power.
No, I help collapse it to back yours up and make it easier.
And it's okay. You still don't get any Casey bucks.
No, that's
And
okay. You never actually let me finish, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, okay, so like I said, I have to have a foil because my way of succeeding is I'm going to stop him by putting him in a coma until I'm about to succeed. And then he can kill me right after I succeed so that I can die as a martyr. Because I reset the world to go.
So your
into a
plan
better-
includes suicide.
Yes. Like I said, I'm a crazy person.
Yeah, I
Now,
guess.
I prefaced that.
What if the
So
person
that
who
works
kills
for you
was like
because-
did it in some sort of comedic like manner?
It
Like
doesn't matter.
completely by accident. Like, oops, I just killed this guy. Hey, I saw that movie Weekend with Bernie's. Let's do that.
Their weekend at Furnace.
And then your corpse is being desecrated as people think you're still alive.
I'll be dead. I don't
You
care.
know, the reason I was thinking that was because John Everyman is still on Earth.
John Everyman might drown.
No, remember?
No,
he-
because the one thing he has going for him is luck.
That's true. John
And
Everyman
screwed up
is
plans.
lucky.
but
and-
doesn't he get neuralized and sent to the nearest McDonald's?
No,
No?
that
No,
was
John.
that's the person who betrays me.
Yeah.
Oh,
John Everyman
gotcha.
is just the regular person who just stumbles on the plot because he's the movie person that you go to the movie like, oh, this is the average person who finds out about the plot and saves the whole day. That's the person, and he's now on Earth, and I don't know if he becomes a pirate maybe or I don't know what happens to him,
You
but
don't really care.
he's still there.
As he's population 1 on Mars.
Right.
Me?
Yeah.
No, he brought his army with him.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
I have a bunch of people with me. I wasn't running up space by myself because that'd look weird if like, hey, this is the space base curing cancer.
Do you
I'm
have
the only one here.
do you have your own harem?
You don't start out with a harem. You gotta
build up to a harem.
you gotta.
Well,
build
I mean,
up
we're
there.
talking about near the end at this point.
Yes.
You know, I don't know if like since Earth has just been decimated, and I don't know if I'd trust going back and risk it my spaceships getting taken by pirates. 'Cause that would be bad. I think I'd have to sell. I'd probably have to sell for just one.
Yeah, that's
relationship.
cool. Our pirates are pretty badass.
Yeah. Okay. So
Scaring
I'm
off
just
villains.
let me see if I have this timeline right. Carlos starts curing cancer in space. Miles collapses the government and then does suicide by foil.
Yep.
I take advantage of this
Yep.
collapse and implement Casey Bucks because
And while that's going on,
and while that's going on, Matt is melting a bunch of shit that puts my base underwater and probably drowns me because I was not expecting.
Yeah, like,
and the whole reason mine starts up is because I'm pissed off at what's going on with his whole shit taking over
And
the
I
world.
get to
like,
float around in the oceans in an ice coffin.
Yeah, I guess.
Why
and
not?
Matthew is now a pirate.
Matt is now a pirate.
Matt
That's
is now a
scaring off
pirate.
people in spaceships.
Yeah, that's
So who actually wins?
Me because I
John
get to sail around the
Everyman.
world.
the person. I don't know what who knows what happens with John Everyman, but Matthew inherits the Earth.
Matthew inherits the Earth, and you're in space.
Yeah,
and
like,
Miles and I are
John
dead.
Everman is living on my space.
On the
My-
bright side,
tell me all about the
this
secrets of
solves
his
my
thing.
whole problem. I don't have to worry about the rest of Earth getting in the way of my taking over the universe.
That's
So, I got that
true.
going
You
for
just
me.
have the rest of the universe to worry about getting in the way of you taking over the universe.
Seems to be pretty empty so far, so I think I'm good.
And you know what? I'm just going to toss this out there. Let's see. You die in rock, so you're Earth. He flies off in space, so he's kind of like air. I don't know.
We don't have fire.
Dang it. No.
We have
no,
laser
dang it.
beam, but he's also water. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
We
I
have-
could be
we-
water, ice.
You're ice. He's water. I guess I'm rock, and you're space.
We introduced a new element and got rid
the
of one
most
of the old
powerful
ones.
of all elements.
We have no fire.
It was working
He
in my
could
head
be
for a
fire
moment.
because he's living in a volcano,
It could
Yeah.
be fire.
and
Fire.
then
But
you
then we don't
could be
have-
Earth because you're just living. No, I should be Earth because
You have the Earth.
I have the Earth.
You have the
You
only
drown
And
the
your
Earth,
water.
though.
Yes.
All right, now
and
we
you
have,
have no
Earth, wind,
air
and
in
fire.
space,
And
so
ice.
he
Yeah.
can't be air. He doesn't have air in
Yeah,
space.
I'm like emptiness.
But
Yeah,
he's-
but he went up in the air.
Oh,
that and he's terraforming Mars.
Why would I want Mars?
Why not?
Mars probably would not take terraforming very well.
It used to be like Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it lost it all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you
but
could
now you get
add
to
it back.
Push the reset.
Then I have to
button.
keep adding it. That's not very.
Yeah, but you know what? It took a long time to take away.
That's true. But
Like it took the whole
It was
greenhouse.
millions of years.
Yeah.
maybe I'd have to wait 50 years and then come back to Earth and take Casey's nuclear weapon shield.
You should just make this.
No, it's
one-
underwater now.
You should.
It's
Make,
all waterlogged and broken.
Send scuba. Oh, if it's broken, then
dude, you should totally just Spaceballs, build a gigantic vacuum cleaner, take Earth's atmosphere, and bring it to Mars.
That seems horribly inefficient too. I mean,
Yeah, but you take care of the pirates.
there are planets full of gas, like gigantic gas planets. But I could just scoop a bunch of gas. Like I'm done then.
Are you just going to go to Venus then?
No, you
not
go to
Venus.
Jupiter.
Jupiter,
Jupiter, excuse me.
Jupiter, Neptune. Those all have gases. And I just
Saturn.
Saturn.
Saturn's a good one. But Earth is so much closer.
It's closer than Neptune.
It's also full of dangerous pirates that who knows, like he milled the icebergs and then flooded the whole world. Now he's got pirates. Like what? You don't know what.
Plus, he still has laser beams in space that I'm sure he could recalibrate to point outward.
I have. That's not something I'm worried about because I have full control of space. I just was not expecting that. Oh, there's laser satellites up here.
That laser beams disperse over great distances.
Yeah, but close distances they do not.
Like I'd of course I'd
Yeah,
have to blow
but
up this.
Mars is still considered.
no, I'm saying if he came back to try to vacuum up the
Oh.
atmosphere.
Like I'd have to blow up a satellite, but it would be too late for Earth because
Yes.
it was already gone.
we kind of
And I can't go back because nobody, a person like that, like Matthew, who knows what's going
And
to
I'm
do.
I'm
next,
just
so.
I'm just like figuring all this happens in the space of a year.
That is one weird year.
I'm just wondering how
Just
many,
all of our plans like independently come to a close within that year.
and then 50 years later we get a bunch of blasts from the past people coming out of their holes in the ground.
You mean the holes that are filled with water now?
Not everywhere is drowned. Only
yeah, but
most
then
of
when
it.
they try and come out, there'll still
Remember
be water there.
Colorado or something?
That's true, but then the pirates will find them
Well,
because the pirates will have inhabited anywhere that there's not water.
Or they have died because they didn't have enough citrus.
It's true. Your parents are gonna get scurvy.
You drowned all that.
Because you drowned all the food. Carl's will come back in 25 years and everybody will be dead.
from
guys?
scurvy.
I was gone for 5 minutes.
Turn my back for just a little bit.
What's the point of taking the universe if there's nobody to like shove in their face?
Maybe they have turned it to cannibalism at that point.
Maybe.
I don't think it would end well, is the short version.
Earth is pretty screwed.
Casey broke his computer.
Come on, aren't we supposed to be segueing out at this
I'm
point?
trying to, damn it.
What did you do?
No, the button's not working.
My button's broken.
My button's broken.
Not the gumdrop button.
You don't have enough.
I loved the frosting stitches.
Hey, there it is.
Good work. It only
That
took
was-
you like a minute to segue.
Shut up, guys. Shut up. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this episode and you want to support us, go head on over to blindnewstudios.com, click on the Amazon link at the bottom of the page, do your regular Amazon shopping, and we get a cut, and it's great. It's good times. Or if you want to support us more directly, head on over to patreon.com/blindnewstudios, or go to blindnewstudios.com and hit on the Patreon link at the bottom of the homepage. And watch the video there. It'll explain everything a lot better than I can in just a few seconds here. But basically, it's a recurring tip jar, so you can put in, $1, $5, $10 a month, and it really supports us, and we give you a little something back in return. If you enjoyed this show or any of our other shows, go ahead and send us an email at feedback@blindnewstudios.com, or you can follow us on Twitter at blind_ninja, or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/blindnewstudios. And remember, you can listen live every Saturday at blindnewstudios.com/live or at youtube.com/blindnewstudios. And I'll see you guys next week.
Goodbye.
We did until we realized that, oh, wait, Matt wins. If it all happens at the same time, Matt wins.
Okay, to be fair, he does inherit a water growth an hour and 20 minutes of rant.
Pretty much.
Dude, our discussion went like 40 minutes.
Yeah, it was a good episode.
By the way, there was only 2 people on, and both of them were me.
Okay, that's fine. Usually happens.